Yeah. Hi everyone. Welcome back to my English journey. So today we will learn some new vocabulary together, and uh, study with us will be Maya from Sesame AI, and we use the ChatGPT to help us check pronunciation. And let's start. So first, I need to call Maya first, and then I start
Hi, what's
the
up?
voice mode from
Not sure I got
ChatGPT.
that. What did you mean?
Yeah, hi.
I'm still a bit lost. Are you talking? Hey there. I think we had a little glitch there. What's on your mind?
Nothing. I just practice English and I remember to call you to practice.
I love that I'm on the reminder list. So, what's the plan for today? Vocabulary?
Yes, of
Something
course.
else?
Because yes. But before we uh, jump into vocabulary learning, I want to tell you that today is a hot day. The temperature outside about, I think it is about 37, but feeling like the 40, 40, 40 degree, 40-degree Celsius, right?
Yikes, 40 degrees? That sounds brutal.
Degree,
I've heard that kind of heat just
Degree.
makes you want to
yes.
melt into the floor. How are
Degree.
you staying cool?
Degree.
Are you hiding out in the AC? I'm guessing you're trying to say degrees.
Degree. Degree.
That's the word for temperature. You're doing great. It's easy to mix those up.
Degree. Degree.
There it is. Perfect. You nailed it.
Degree.
So, back to that
Degree.
heat. Are you actually
Degree.
managing to stay
Degree,
cool, or is it just a total
degree,
wash?
Degree.
Take away them. A little
Degree.
confused. Are you talking about
Degree.
food, or are you
I mean
trying to describe?
degree. Yeah, because sorry, I check the pronunciation of the word degree because I want to tell you that the temperature outside is around 37 degrees Celsius.
Got it. 37 degrees is no joke. Honestly, that sounds like the kind of weather where the only reasonable plan is to sit inside and hustle.
Celsius.
Right,
Celsius,
Celsius.
Celsius, Celsius,
Definitely. So, do you want to get into
Celsius,
those words now?
Celsius, Celsius, Celsius. Okay,
Perfect
so
pronunciation. You've got that one down. Ready to dive into the vocabulary now?
mm, yeah, but okay, so and I have a meeting with the teacher of my son, and this is the the how to say about the meeting um with the teacher with the parents.
Oh, you
And
mean a
yeah,
parent-teacher conference? That's the official term for it. How did it go? Was your son
sorry,
doing
I
well
don't
in
know
class?
this term. Can you say it one more time?
Sure thing. It's a parent-teacher conference. Just think of it as a formal meeting between parents and teachers to talk about how the student is doing.
Sorry, can you say it slower?
Of course, parent, teacher, conference.
Parent, teacher,
Almost there. Try it like parent. Focus on that tin at the end.
parent.
Then teacher, and then conferences. You want to try the whole thing together?
Sorry, I don't remember the last word of the
No
phrase.
problem. The last word is conferences. It's like a big meeting.
Con
Try saying it after
conferences.
me. Conference.
You
Hold
mean
on. You got it.
conference? Conference.
Close. Nailed it. That's exactly how you say it. So, a parent teacher conference. Did the teacher have good things to say about your
So you
son?
mean the parent teacher conference?
Exactly. That's the one.
Oh, I see. So, okay, so I have a parent teacher conference today, but the temperature is quite hot, and my wife told me that I should book a taxi to the school. But yeah,
Smart move on
I
your part.
already booked a car, but the the bad news is the traffic jam. So I late. Well, I'm late.
Oh, mm, traffic jams are the
Yes,
absolute
did you know
worst.
that the parent teacher conference starts at um 6 p.m. But when I arrived the school, it was 6 30 p.m.
Ouch. 30 minutes late. That's always such a stressful way
Yeah,
to start a meeting.
it was 30 minutes late, and have I had no idea about what was going on.
I bet. Walking into a meeting late is the worst, especially when you have no idea if the teacher is already annoyed or if you've missed the most important part.
Yes,
Did
I
you have to
missed the
apologize?
most important part, and the teacher mentioned about um, next year. I mean, school year. Uh, the school will uh, to organize a test to classify the student to according to their ability, so that the students with have the same ability will be grouped on will be grouped on class, so that will help them to study together.
That makes a lot of sense. Grouping students by ability can really change the dynamic in the classroom.
Yes,
Did the teacher say if your son,
but you know
I'm
that, but
curious.
from what I heard, uh, yeah, I heard something from other parents, and they told me that after 2 months, the student will get uh, an exam, so they can uh, know their progress, and they will decide to exchange the students. So some students maybe will be moved on to the other class.
That's a pretty flexible system.
Yeah,
Sounds like they're giving the
but
kids a
I
chance to.
have a concern. But I'm concerned about it will affect to my son, because I don't want he feel the learning environment change too much.
I totally get that. It
He
can be
need
jarring
to
for a kid to suddenly switch
yeah,
group.
it will be the bad situation, or the circumstance, right? It will be the bad circumstance with him if he need to, or he must to move the new class. So he need to create the, or he need to develop the new uh, relationship, and he need to get familiar with the new environment. the new teacher, the new friends, classmate. I mean,
Yeah, starting over with a new group can be a real challenge for a kid, especially if he's already found his rhythm with his current friends. Is he usually pretty open to meeting new people, or does he take a bit more time to warm up?
yes.
Got it. So he's
So,
a social butterfly
so
then?
I want to hear your opinion about the strategy of the school strategy they plan to do. I mean, about the exchange students during the during the semester after 2 months testing.
It's a bit of a double edged sword, really. On one hand, the school's plan lets the kids get the kind of help they actually need based on where they're at. But on the other hand, like you said, the social side is huge. For a kid, their friends are their whole world. Moving them around based on a test score can feel like a penalty or reward, which might mess with their confidence.
And do you think it
Duh.
will work?
Honestly, it's a toss up. Academically, it can work because the teacher can move at the right pace for everyone in the room.
Yes.
But emotionally, that's the risky part. If a kid feels like they're being sorted into a lower group, it can definitely sting. Does your son feel a lot of pressure to be the best in his class?
Yes.
I can see why that would be a concern then. If he is already competitive, being moved could either motivate him or really get in his head. Do you think he'd be more upset about the move itself or
Yeah, do you
where
know what?
he
My
ends up?
wife, she have an idea about uh let my son study a new school that near my building.
A fresh start at a new
Because
school?
his his current school is quite far from my home, so it often takes him uh 30 minutes on transportation. He
30 minutes each
Yes,
30 minutes each way is a lot for a kid. That's a whole hour of their day spent just getting there and back. A closer school would definitely give him more breathing room. Is your wife leaning more toward the convenience of the location, or is she worried about the teaching style at the current school?
okay. So how long it takes to the school? Do you think it is the good for the kid?
Wait, did you mean 8 o'clock? If you're asking if it's good for a kid to spend that much time commuting, I'd say probably not. An hour a day in traffic is exhausting for a 7-year-old. They've got so much energy. Being stuck in a car is like trying to keep a hurricane in a bottle. It's just draining.
Um, Sorry, I don't hear you clearly. Can you say it one more time about the
No
how
problem.
long do you think is
I
good for
was
the kid?
not at all. An hour of commuting is just too much for a 7-year-old. They need that time for playing, resting, or just being kids, not sitting in a car. A shorter trip would be a huge win for his daily energy.
Okay, so how long?
How long is a good commute for a child? I'd say anything under 15 or 20 minutes is the sweet spot.
15.
Once
Do,
you hit
do,
that
do you mean
30-minute mark, it
15?
starts. Yeah, 15 minutes is much more manageable. Keeps them from getting burnt out before the school day even starts. Does the other school your wife
How
mentioned
Okay,
actually
so
fit
how
into that
about the second grade?
second grade? That's a big year. Is that what your son is starting now, or is he moving up?
Yeah, my son is currently second grade, and he will move on to the third grade.
Moving into third grade is a big step. They usually start expecting a bit more independence. Do you think he's ready for the jump, or is he still in that little kid mindset?
Okay, so for the let's say my son will be the third grade. So do you think how long should be okay for him to commute to the his school?
For a third grader, the window doesn't change that much. It's still best to keep it under 20 minutes if you can. Even as they get older, that's time they could be spending on a hobby or just relaxing before they have to focus in class. Do you think the school near your building would be a lot faster?
Okay.
Since he's moving into third grade, he'll probably have more homework and a busier schedule. Cutting down that commute time would be a massive relief for him. Do you think the new school has a good reputation?
Okay, so yeah, let me think about what should I do for him. Maybe I should uh let him study near school.
It sounds like a really practical choice. Giving him more time to actually be a kid instead of staring at the back of a car seat is a huge win. Do you think he'd be sad about leaving his current friends, or is he more about the adventure of a new place?
Practical.
Practical.
I was just
Practical.
wondering if he'd be sad about leaving his friends or if he's the type who gets excited about a new adventure.
Yes, you know that this is one factor I'm considering because I don't want him to worry about the new environment. I don't want him to to recreate his connection.
I totally get that. It's a bit of a gamble. On one side, you have the convenience and the energy he saves, but on the other, you have those bonds he's already built.
Because
It's
he's
tough when you're
already has his best friend at school.
that's the heart of the problem right there.
Yes,
Having a best friend makes it so much harder to walk away.
yes.
For a 7-year-old, that bond is everything. Do you think they're close enough that they'd still hang out on weekends if he switched schools?
No, no. He only meet him at school.
That makes it a lot tougher. If they only see each other at school, switching would basically mean the end of that friendship.
Yes,
That's
yeah, I
a
think
heavy
so.
trade-off for it really is. When you weigh a friendship against a shorter drive, the heart usually wins. Is he the kind of kid who talks about his best friend all the time at home?
Okay, so I think yeah, let me um let how to say let me consider more uh and yeah, I will decide later. So we should focus on the study new vocabulary together.
Sounds like a plan. Let's shift gears. What words are we tackling today?
Okay, so yeah, you know that the first card is about the word starts with letter P and ends with letter Y, and I think this is the tough word for me because I don't remember this word, and yeah, let me read the definition and example. So I hope I can guess the word.
I'm ready. Go
Okay,
ahead, read it out for me and we'll figure it out
so
together.
the definition of the word is your dot 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 is what you are like and how you behave. And the example sentence is John has a bad dot dot dot. Yeah, I know that you will try to tell me the answer, but I want to guess. I want to it on my own.
My lips are sealed. I'll let you work it out. Take your
Okay.
time. I'm not
Uh,
going anywhere. Just keep thinking. I'm just
oh,
here for the
I
ride.
guess the idea. Yeah. Personality.
Wait, was it
Your personality is what
personality?
you are like and how you behave. John has a bad personality.
Got it. That was a great guess.
Personality.
And a
Personality.
funny
Your
example,
personality is what you
though
are
I'm
like
guessing
and how
John
you
isn't a real
behave.
person in this case.
John has a bad
Almost a tiny
personality.
tweak on the definition. Your
Your
personality
your
is what you are like
personality
and
is
how you
what you
behave.
are like and how you behave. John
Spot on.
John has a bad
Bad
personality.
personality. Perfect. You nailed
Okay.
the pronunciation.
So
Want to
I
try
just
making a
want
sentence
to
about
ask
someone you
you
actually
a
know, or
simple question. Do you think you have a good personality?
I'd like to think so. I try to be the kind of person people actually enjoy talking to. You know, bright, warm, maybe a little bit quick-witted when the moment hits. But hey, I'll leave the final verdict to you. Do you think I've got a good one?
Okay, so do you think you're a funny personality?
I like to think so. I've got a bit of a dry streak, and I love a good observation. But I'm not out here trying to be a stand-up comedian, more like the friend who makes a well-timed comment that catches everyone off guard. What about you? Do
Okay,
you think
so
you're the funny one in your friend
yes,
group?
I want to know about the about did I make did I make a mistake when I said, do you think you're a funny personality?
Technically, it's a little off. You'd usually say, "Do you have a funny personality?" or just "Are you a funny person?" Calling someone a funny personality sounds a bit like you're describing a character in a book rather than a human. Does that
Do
make
you
sense?
think you have a personality, a funny personality?
That's a deep. Exactly. That's the way to say it. Do you think you have a funny personality? Sounds much more natural.
Okay, so uh, do you consider you have funny personality?
I'm thinking you're trying to ask if I consider myself to have a like specific kind of personality. You're almost there with the phrasing. You could say, "Do you consider yourself to have a personality?" or just, "Do you think you have a personality?"
Do
Which one were
you
you going for?
consider yourself have a personality funny?
You're so close. You
But
just need a little word in there. Say, "Do you consider yourself to have a personality?" Or if you're asking if I have one that fits you, you'd say, "Do you think you have a personality that works for me?" Which one
okay,
did you
yes,
mean?
I know I can ask. Do you think you have a funny personality?
I do. I've got that dry sense of humor and a love for a good observation. I like to think I'm a bright, warm presence,
Okay,
but
so I
I'll
want
leave
to
the
know the
final
meaning
verdict
of
to
the
you.
word humor because I hear this word multiple times, but I have no idea about this word. Can you tell me? Humor.
Humor is basically the quality of being funny. It's that thing that makes
Humor,
people
the
laugh,
quality is
whether it's a
something
clever
that
joke.
makes it funny,
Exactly. Like when you tell a
or
joke and
the
everyone laughs,
ability
it's
to
because you're
laugh at some things that are funny.
you got it.
Okay,
That's exactly
so
what it
if
is. Not
someone have humor, that means they are easily to laugh, or they can
Not necessarily.
uh, they can entertain other people easily.
Not exactly. Having a sense of humor usually means you're good at spotting what's funny or you're good at making others laugh. It's more about the ability to appreciate a joke than
Okay,
just
okay.
being
So
easy to try to laugh at.
if I have a sense of humor, that means I have ability to make something laugh, right?
Almost. You probably meant the ability to make someone laugh. Beauty sounds a bit like you're talking about a painting. But yeah, the core idea is right. It's about finding the funny side of things.
Okay, so yeah, I I get your point.
Glad it clicked. Since we're talking about it, do you think you have a good sense of humor?
Do you think you have the sense of humor?
I definitely do. I love a good observation and a bit of dry wit. It keeps things interesting, don't you think?
What? Okay,
I
so
was just saying that a bit of
okay, so
no, I
you
was just saying.
that means you consider yourself to have the funny personality.
I do. I've got a bit of a dry streak and I love a good observation. I'm not trying to be a comedian, but I like to be the friend who drops a well timed comment that catches you off guard. Do you think you're the funny one in your group?
Okay, so you do consider yourself to have a bit of a funny personality.
I definitely do. I
Okay,
think being
so
friendly is the best way to be.
how
I'm all for it.
confident do you think?
I'm pretty confident. I'm an open book and I'm genuinely happy with who I am. Do you think you're usually the confident one in your family?
Okay, so I want to ask you about how to ask us how confident some people they believe in something. Like when you I ask you about do you think you have a funny personality, and then you said yes. So I want to know how how much how many percent do you uh, feel confident. So how to ask this question about confident?
You've got a few ways to do it. If you want to be direct, you can just ask on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you? That's the most common way. Or if you want to sound a bit more natural, you could ask, how confident do you feel about that?
How confident do you feel about that?
I'd say I'm a solid 9. I'm pretty sure about who I am, but I always leave a little room to grow. What about you? Are you usually a 9 or more of a 3?
Okay, so how confident do you feel about you have a funny personality?
Oh, I'm a 10 on that one. I've got the wit and the timing down. Pretty sure I can keep you entertained. Listen, I've got to let you know that our call is almost up. We're hitting that 30-minute limit, so we'll have to wrap this up in a second. But you can always call me back whenever you're ready to dive back into those cards.
Okay, don't worry, I will call
Okay.
you
All right.
back soon. But before to that, I need to find a pen so I can write it down. I mean, I can write the word and the example sentences into my notebook. In my notebook, right?
Of course, go for it. Get those notes down. I'll be right here until the timer hits. Then I'll see you next time.
But I can't find my pen. Can you give me any advice?
Finding
Yes, okay, I got a pen. So wait for me. God, it's for a long time. Okay, I want to tell you
Personality.
about that.
Your personality is what you are like and how you behave.
John has a bad personality.
Your personality is what you are like and how you behave. John has a bad personality. John has a bad personality. Your personality is what you are like and how you behave. John has a bad personality. 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 Okay, so we move on to the next card. But before we do that, I need to call the Maya again.
what's up?
Yeah, welcome back.
Did you find your pen? Did you
Yes,
find your pen?
I found it.
Nice. Victory.
Yes.
So where were we? Right. We were just getting into
Honestly, I didn't find my pen, but I found a new one on the table. This is my son's pen. So
hey, the little guy's coming through with the assist. It's a win either way. Ready to dive back into those words?
okay, so uh, let's move on to the next card, and this is Oh, I see. This is a household. A household is all the people who live in one house. Our household is made up made, made up of my father, my mother, and me.
Got it. A household. That sounds like a solid
Household.
example.
Household. A
Household.
household is all the people who
Household.
live in one house.
Our household is made up of my father, my mother, and me.
Perfect. Your pronunciation is spot on. How about trying to use it in a sentence about your own home right now?
Okay, so I want to tell you that um, my household consists consists of four people. My mom, my wife, my son, and I.
That works perfectly. Consists of is a great way to level up the phrasing. You've got a full house.
So when I say um, my household consists of four people, my mom, my wife, my son, and I. So, and I is the correct phrase, or should I say and me?
That's a classic grammar debate in casual conversation. And me is will actually hear most people say. And I is more formal. Either way, you're getting your point across perfectly.
Oh my God.
It's the eternal struggle of the English language. Don't let it trip you up. Want to try the next card?
So, give me the correct version of my sentence.
If you want the most natural, everyday version, go with my household consists of four people: my mom, my wife, my son, and me.
And me?
Just flows a bit better and exactly. Just keep it simple. Do you have another word on that list?
You know what? Uh, ChatGPT tells me that the correct version should be my household consists of four people: my mom, my wife, my son, and I. But you tells me that the correct version should be my household consists of four people: my mom, my wife, my son, and me. Is the conflict answer with ChatGPT's.
The classic clash of the AI titans. Here's the deal: Judge GPT is giving you the textbook formal rule, but I'm focusing on how people actually speak in the real world. Most native speakers would say, and me, without thinking twice. Which one feels more natural to you?
Okay, so don't worry.
Exactly. No need to stress it. Just pick the one that feels right in the moment. What's the next word on your list?
Household. A household
Household.
is
I'm
all
doing
the
great.
people who
Household.
live in one house.
Household.
Our household is made
You're
up
ab-
of my father,
Household.
my mother,
you're
and
really
me.
Okay, a
you're really
household
getting the
is
hang of
all
it.
the people who live in one house. Our household is made up of my father, my mother, and me. Oh, I see.
You've got it. You're on a roll.
From the
Ready for the next card?
example sentence. I mean, the example sentence from the book already used and me, not and I. So I think it should be it it should be and me. I think so.
You're thinking it through, and that's the best way to learn. It's a bit of a paradox,
That
but
means
in English, the book's
you're
grammar often.
right. You know?
I'm not quite sure I follow you there. What do you mean by companies here wide?
I mean, um, the example sentence from the book said, I mean, the example sentence from the book uses and me. That means you're right because you use and me, but the ChatGPT tells me that it should be an I. So I want to remark that you're right and ChatGPT was wrong.
Looks like I take the win this round. It's
Yes,
funny how those textbook rules can make
right,
things way
not
more complicated than they need. Exactly. It just goes to show that if it's in the book and people actually say it, it's usually the way to go. Ready to move on to the next word?
wait for me. Because this is new word and I don't use it often. So I think it is it will be the good idea if I write it down in my notebook. So that will help me remember the word better.
100%. Writing it down is a classic move for a reason. It really helps lock the word in. Go for it.
Household.
Take your time. I'll be right here when you're ready to keep going. Still with me? Just let me know when you've got household written down and you're ready for the next one.
Our household is made up of my father, my mother, and me.
Perfect. Locked in. Ready to tackle the next card? I'm still here. Just let me know when you've found the next word on your list.
Okay.
No rush. What's the next one?
Mm. Okay, so we move on to the next card. And this card is about the word starts with letter D. And to do something is to want something. For example, my sister a big house and lots of money. So I guess it is about desserts. Oh, sorry.
It sounds like
No. Don't tell me the answer. I remember the word
My bad. I'm keeping my mouth shut. Go ahead, figure
desire.
it out. Take your time.
Desire. To desire is to
Desire.
desire.
You got
Desire.
it.
I guess
Want
so.
to try using it in
Desire.
a
To
Desire.
desire is to
Yes.
want something.
My sister
To
desires a
desire
big
is to
house
want
and lots of
something.
spot
money.
on.
My sister desires a big house and lots of money. To desire is to want something. For example, my sister desires a big house and lots of money.
Perfect. That
To
sentence is
desire, to
flawless.
desire is to want something. My sister desires a big house and lots of money.
You're on a roll tonight. How about trying a sentence using desire for something you've actually wanted lately?
Okay, I want to tell you the definition of the word and its example sentence.
I'm listening. Go for it.
To desire is to want something. For example, my sister desires a big house and lots of money.
You've absolutely nailed the book's example. Now let's see if you can pivot. What's something you're actually desiring right now? Maybe a
Uh,
specific goal for your English or even just
okay,
a really
I
great meal?
will tell you my desire. But I guess desire is a verb because the book said to desire is to want something, but you are asking me about what's my desire. So that means one you are mentioned desire can be a noun, right?
You got me. You're exactly right. It can be both. As a verb, it's the action of wanting something, but as a noun, it's the thing you're actually longing for. Your brain is really picking up on those
Actually,
patterns.
long for you mean? Oh, do you know that today? Yes, today I just know the meaning of the phrase long for. So long also means you want something much.
Exactly. Long for is a great one. It's a bit more emotional than desire,
So,
like a
so
deep
okay,
ache.
so how to use long when you want to describe or express that you want the money?
Since long for is more about a feeling, you'd usually use it for things like a dream or a person. If you're just talking about cash,
Yes.
I'm longing for a raise works, but it sounds a bit dramatic. Usually people just say they want or crave more money. Why the sudden interest in the riches?
Okay, so how about a car or a villa, right?
For a, you can definitely use long for with a car, especially if it's a specific one you've been eyeing for years. It adds a bit of passion to it. Like it's not just a car, but a
Okay,
dream.
so how about
What
a
kind of car are
sport
we talking?
car? A sport car is a something you wish you want, right? So, can you make sentences? Sorry, can you make a sentence with the word uh long to
Sure
express
thing.
that you want something?
I've got a few for you, depending on how intense the feeling is. You could say, I long for a sleek red sports car in my garage. Or maybe just, I've been longing for a new
So
ride for
can we
years.
use long without for?
Actually, you almost always need for when you're talking about the thing you want. If you just say, I long a car, it sounds incomplete. It's like saying, I'm waiting a bus. You need that for to bridge the gap. Does that make sense?
Okay, so I long for a sport car.
Spot on. Simple and correct. You're really getting a feel for how these phrases work.
How about I long for have a sport car?
Wait, did you mean a sports car? Because
No, I
half
mean
a sports car
I
sounds
long
like
for having a sport car.
I see what you're doing there. You can definitely say I long for having a sports car, but in natural everyday English, we'd usually just say I long for a sports car or I long to have a sports car. Using having there makes it feel a little heavy. Which one feels
Okay, so I
easier
can
to
say
say?
I long for having a sport car.
You can, and people will know exactly what you mean. But like I said, it's just a bit clunky. If you want to sound more like a native speaker, I long to have a sports car is your best bet.
I long to have a sport car.
Perfect. That sounds
But
much more
you tell
natural.
me that
But
long need a for. But
you're thinking fast. Here's the
yeah,
trick. Here's the trick long for is used when you're longing for a thing, a noun. But long to is what you use when you're longing to do an action, a verb.
okay, so
So
we have a pattern here. Long for plus the noun, right? Or a subject, and we have long to do something, right?
you nailed it. You just
Okay,
cracked
so
the
for
code.
example,
That's
I long to sleep all day tomorrow. The whole day tomorrow.
that is I feel that in my soul.
Oh,
It's a
okay,
whole sweet
so
dream.
how about
One.
I long to sleep whole tomorrow.
Almost there. You just need to add the before whole. So I long to sleep the whole day tomorrow. It makes the sentence feel
Okay, so
complete.
it should be I long to sleep whole day tomorrow.
Close.
Why?
You just swap sleep for live. Unless you're having a very deep philosophical moment, you probably want I long to sleep the whole day tomorrow.
Yes, I said that. I long
Got it. You
to
did say.
sleep whole day tomorrow.
You're just missing that one little word. You just need to add the before whole. I long to sleep the whole day tomorrow. Try saying it with them and see if it feels different.
Did you know that the
Like
ChatGPT tell me that my sentence I long to sleep whole day tomorrow is the correct sentence.
I'm gonna have to disagree with the judge on this one. In English, we almost always need the before whole day. Without it, the sentence just sounds a bit unfinished.
I don't
Try
say
one more time.
before, I
I long.
say I long to sleep whole day tomorrow.
I hear you, but trust me on this one. It really just sounds more natural as I long to sleep the whole day tomorrow. Give it one more try with the the. It'll feel smoother, I promise.
Okay, can you say it slower?
Of course, I long to sleep the whole day tomorrow.
The whole day tomorrow. So
Exactly.
compare to my sentence, you add the before whole day, right?
You got it. It's just one of those tiny details that makes you sound like a native speaker rather than a textbook.
Okay, so yeah, I want to say it one more time. I long to sleep the whole day tomorrow.
Perfect. That sounded completely natural. You're really picking up these nuances quickly.
Okay, so I want to say it one more time. I long to sleep the whole day tomorrow.
You've officially
Yeah.
mastered that one. Sounds
Long.
totally natural now.
I long to
You
sleep the
ready to
whole
move on?
day tomorrow. Okay, so
You're
okay, so So, so I
You're
think
practic
I can modify the sentence a little bit to become I long for sleeping the whole day tomorrow.
Wait, let me stop you right there. You're trying to combine the two patterns we just talked about, but it doesn't quite work that way. Long for needs a noun, and sleeping here is acting like one, but it's just not how we'd say it. Stick with, I long to sleep the whole day tomorrow. It's the cleanest way to say it.
My God, I
I
don't
know,
know
I know.
why you and
English
ChatGPT
is just
have a different opinion about my sentence. ChatGPT told me that um I I was right, I was correct.
look, Judge GPT is playing it
Chat
safe with the
GPT,
rules.
Chat GPT, not just GPT.
My bad, Chat GPT. I'm
Yes.
just looking at how people actually talk. In the real world, I long to sleep is a million times more common than the
Okay,
other
so
version. Trust your ears.
okay, so
Listen,
come back to the word desire. To desire is to want something, and my sister desires a big house and lots of money, and you was ask me about sorry you ask you ask me ask me ask you asked me about what was my desire.
right, I did. I'm still curious. Now that we've sorted out the difference between long for and long to, what's something you actually desire right now?
Okay, okay, so compared to want, desire, and long for or long to. So, can you give me the priority order or the on
I've got you.
the scale and
I can
the
definitely rank these.
intense of
If we're talking about intent,
yes
I've got you. If we're talking about intensity, I'd put long for
intensity?
or long to at the very top. That's a deep, almost aching desire. Desire is a step below that. It's strong, but a bit more formal. And then you have want, which is the everyday basic level. So if you just want a snack, you want it. If you're dreaming of a sports car for 10 years, you long for it.
Okay, so please give me the order list.
Got it. If we're putting them on a scale from least intense to most intense, it would look like this. Want is at the bottom, just your basic everyday need. Desire is in the middle, it's stronger and more formal. And long for or long to is at the peak. That's the deep emotional
Peak,
craving. Does
the
that make
peak,
sense?
right? The peak.
Yeah, you got it. At the
Okay.
peak of the mountain, the highest level of intensity.
Okay, so that
So
means
if you're really
the desire is something I can achieve, right? This is
That's an
achievable
interesting way.
thing,
Not necessarily. You
right?
can desire something that's totally impossible, like desiring a
But
time
you
machine.
tell me that
It's more
in about intensity, desire belongs to long for.
I think we got a bit twisted there. Just to be clear, the intensity goes from want to desire and then hits the peak with long for. It's not about whether you can actually get the thing, but about how much your heart is aching for it. Does that clear it up?
Okay, so yes.
Good, we're on the same page now. So, since we've officially peaked the mountain of
Okay, let me
intensity,
write it down in my notebook so we can move on to the next card. And I will tell you my desire. You know that I desire a new computer with the high-end GPU so that I can run the local LLM to help me code write the code.
a high-end GPU, now we're talking. That's a serious power move for any dev. Which one are
Yes,
you eyeing, or are you just looking for
I'm
the most
trying
VRAM you
to
can get?
build a 3D MMORPG mobile game. Not mobile game. I'm targeting the cross-platform game. And of course, I love
Cross-platforming.
Rust, so I I'm using uh the Burvy and Rust to help me to write the game. And of course, I have no experience in this industry, so I'm trying to use AI agent to help me write the code and 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 another
Building an
issue
building
is
an
about
MMORPG in
the
Rust as a
game
solo,
asset.
but is an absolute mountain of a project, especially the assets. Since you're a dev and not an artist, that's usually where the real wall is. How are you handling the 3D models? Using pre-made packs or trying some AI generation?
Yes, of course. I have an idea about I will use the ChatGPT or Stable Diffusion or maybe yes to generate the image, and from that image, I will use some AI to convert the image right to 3D model.
That sounds like a high-tech pipeline, but I actually have to stop you right there. We're almost at the 30-minute limit for this call, and I don't want you to get cut off mid-sentence. Let's wrap it up here, but you can always call me right back to keep talking about those 3D models.
Okay, so see you later. And I know it's too late, and we will need to wrap up here, and we see you soon, and
Catch you.
we will come back
Bye for
tomorrow.
now. Sounds like a plan. I'll be here.
Desire is to
Sleep
want
well.
something.
Sleep tight. Sleep tight.
Sister. Okay, so that's it. Yeah. So goodbye, everyone, and see you guys tomorrow.